I know that you're driven to be excellent and in many things, in teaching with horses. And what are a couple keys that you found to being excellent with horses?
The right program.
Yeah.
Because, it's way more than riding, you know, and we're all in this together. We don't want horses just to get on and go for joy rides. We care about the horse and how he feels and his welfare and if he likes us and his relationship with us. So I think, that's a big piece of it is, having the right program where you can take care of the things that are important to you and to your horse. Mm-hmm. So it's way more than riding. Remind me the question again?
The keys to being excellent with horses.
Oh, excellent. That's right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the right program. And then I think it's a personal standard. It's a desire on my part to be good. I want to be good at things. And there's a lot of things I'm not good at. Mm-hmm. And I don't do much of that.
Right.
Right. But when it comes to my horsemanship, I'm passionate about that. When it comes to teaching, I'm passionate about that. And so I'm always studying and learning and watching and, hell bent on improvement. Yeah. So we talk about never ending self-improvement. And that's something for sure that I engage in every single day. And I think that's a personal standard. It's a personal value, mm-hmm. right? To be good, not to be sloppy. Right. And I don't think about being good as Grand Prix. Mastery is simple things done well. Mm-hmm. So how I halter my horse, how I saddle him, how I shim my saddles, how I mount, how I ride, how I sit, all those little details, how I handle the reins, how I handle the rope, all those little details I try to put care into. And, I'm always thinking about mastery of simple things because they add up to the fancy things.
Right. Oh, I've got a few questions that students shared. Uh-oh.
Got it. I just had a little wind attack.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see, there's a variety of questions. One of them is there ever a horse that just won't be ridden that will buck no matter what?
Well, that could have been Casper.
Yes, that's what I thought of first too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And to me, no. I mean, unless there's something physically awfully wrong, right? Mm-hmm. But I think, there's some horses that are so extreme that maybe you or I couldn't deal with it, that it would need somebody, at Pat's level, mm-hmm. Help that horse. I mean, certainly the changes that, he helped Casper to make to start to like humans was incredible, mm-hmm. because that was, to this day, it's still one of the most extreme horses I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But I've never seen this not work with a horse. And, I've been all over the world and I've seen some of the most difficult, unbelievable problem horses. And, Pat turns them around. But I think it's more important to know that it's up to the person, because it's not that the horse can't change. It's does the person have the goods, right? To become what that horse needs. Yeah. And, not every horse is really extreme. And, some of them can still be a bit too much for you and I. I've got a barn full of those. But, I'm so passionate about, making it work. And I don't have a deadline like it needs to be done by, August. Mm-hmm. It's a journey. It's right. a journey. So I just take my time with it and I keep, plodding towards the result that I have in mind. Right. So yeah, I haven't seen that horse. Okay. I've seen plenty of tough ones, but it's not about the horse.
Right. Okay, great. So the next one, with a good proportion of students being women over the age of 50, usually with just one horse, what do you find to be some challenges particular to that age group, and what strategies do you suggest to overcome those challenges?
I think one of the challenges as we get older is we're a little less brave, and we're more aware of our responsibilities in life. Because when you're a kid, you just do anything and everything with a horse. You don't even think about it.
Right.
I think as we get to 50 and beyond, we start to realize a little bit more about our mortality or maybe our physical limitations, right? And I think I actually wrote an article about this. It should be in Savvy Club, where it was about horsemanship as we age, and what kind of horses should we be looking for. Like if we do get another horse, like I don't think I'm going to get another wild baggage piece of warm blood, right? Because they're a lot of force to handle, and they're big movers, and they're big horses, and I turned 60 in September, and it's like I don't think I need to be doing a lot of that anymore.
Right.
So if I do get another horse, not that I need one, but I would probably get something that's not so extreme. Right.
Yeah.
So I think that there's some of the things to think about. Then I'd say the second one is that we don't really have goals. That again, we just see our horsey and go, oh, I love horses and I love riding horses and I'm going to do the program, but then we don't really know where we're headed. So we don't get in a car without having a destination, but we'll get on a horse with no clue of where we're going.
Right.
And and that ties back into the motivation thing that you asked me about, and confidence. It's all really wrapped up together. So what do you want to do? What do you want to be? And even some people, if they have trouble setting goals for themselves, I say set a goal for your horse. Well, I want my horse to be happy. It's like, okay, what does that mean? And we'll be doing that at the Happy Horse Clinic,
right?
Because it's all about that. What is a happy horse, and what do you have to do to create that? It's really fun, actually, when you can break it down and go, oh, now I know how to make my horse happy instead of just giving carrots.
Right. Yeah. Perfect. That's awesome.